Hi guys, it's Faith. This is my first video. Sorry the quality's not the best. I don't have a great camera yet, so I'm using my phone for now. For my first video, I thought I would do a little Q&A. It's actually kind of long, but if you want to bear with me and get through all the questions to get to know me, hopefully that'll work out. I'm just gonna kind of jump right into these questions right here on my laptop, so that's why I'm kind of looking over. My name is Faith. I go by Faith Winter on my channel, but that's not really my real name. I'm originally from San Diego County in California, and then now I moved to a small town, really small town in Northern California, not very well known other than for horses and wine and weed. The reason I started a YouTube channel is because I wanted to share my opinions and my experiences with other people and maybe help other people relate to my life and maybe my issues, my mental health issues and stuff like that, and to help people know that they're not alone in the world and that there are other people that have similar issues to them. My channel will mostly be vlogs, kind of like this, and other things. I might have my boyfriend in some of them. I might maybe do some kind of gaming videos. I might play Sims 4 or Minecraft or something. I have no idea. Mostly be vlogs, and me sharing my experiences, or me maybe ranting, do rant videos, stuff like that. Really anyone that wants to watch a lame emo girl rant about stuff and talk about her life and mental health issues and maybe trips I go on and stuff, I don't know. Mostly maybe other emo people, or maybe 16 plus, because I do kind of swear a lot. That's just kind of something I subconsciously do. Well, like I said before, my previous question, I was born in a town called Escondido, California. It's in San Diego County, and not many people know about it, I guess. I grew up all over California. I've lived in Monterey area and the Bay Area, which is kind of a seaside town. Moved back to Southern California, and then now I'm in Northern California. Been here for about 9 years. I have one younger sister. She's about 2 years younger than me. Yes, and it is honestly the best thing that's ever happened to me. We've had a lot of ups and downs, major downs at some point, like last year, but besides that, genuinely the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I hope more than anything that it lasts literally forever. I have a lot of favorite animals. My go-to is always wolves and sloths. Very different animals. I've liked wolves not just because it's the cringy, emo, typical thing. I've always loved wolves since I was a little kid, way before I was emo. And I mean, I used to get books at the library about wolves, like complex books. I used to draw wolves like crazy. So my go-to is usually wolves, and in the past couple of years I've really liked sloths. I also like foxes and cats, all kinds of cats, house cats, tigers, lions, snow leopards. I do like a lot of animals. Green has always been my favorite color, but I also do like purple and obviously black. My favorite book is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I've loved that book since I was about 13 because it was a mandatory book to read in 7th grade, and I just fell in love with the story. I loved the movie. I loved the author. The story is honestly great. It's a great example of a coming-of-age novel, and the author wrote it when she was in high school, and that's really inspiring to me as a writer. So I've tried to write books in high school, all throughout high school, and I never quite finished any yet, but I am working on that. So she is a great inspiration to me. My favorite movie of all time is Donnie Darko. A lot of people don't understand the movie, and I can kind of understand that. I've done a lot of research on it, so I know a lot about it. I know the background, I know the story. And my favorite movie genre is psychological thrillers, which, yeah, Donnie Darko is a great example of that. I have a lot of favorite TV shows. I'm just gonna list some. So, American Horror Story, definitely one of my favorites, especially season 1. Stranger Things, BoJack Horseman's pretty funny. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Supernatural, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., lots of Marvel shows, The Gifted, stuff like that, so there's a lot. Oh boy. I'm just gonna name as many as I can off the top of my head. My 2 favorite bands equally are Green Day and 21 Pilots, but I also like My Chemical Romance, Paramore, Panic! At the Disco, All Time Low, Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, Andy Black, A Day to Remember, Bring Me the Horizon a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot. My favorite actor of all time is Sebastian Stan. He plays Bucky Barnes in the Marvel Universe. And not only is he attractive, but he genuinely is one of the best actors I have personally seen on screen. And met him in 2016. This is my photo op picture with him, with my friend Bridget. You can see it. It's kind of glared, but yeah, he's just genuinely one of the most talented actors I can think of, in my opinion. And I could ramble on about him all day, but I won't. Besides water, which I do genuinely really like, iced coffee, specifically iced mochas. I do like coffee, but it has to be iced. I don't like hot coffee, and it's specifically mochas. I won't drink any other kind of coffee. I have lots of pets. This is Charlie. This is Tommy. We call him Tati. Say hi, Tati. This is Riley. We call him Gooby. He's pretty much my sister's cat, and he literally eats constantly. This is Magnus. Stretch. His name is Craig because he was barking, but he'll probably go out soon. My baby Violet. She's adorable. No, my hair is black right now. I actually just dyed it again like less than a week ago. My sister dyed it. This was the first time I dyed it in about maybe 8 months. So my natural hair color is what I call mousy brown. It's literally like the color of a mouse, like a brown mouse. It's gross. I don't like it, on me anyway. So that's why I keep it black usually. Aries, which I am not one of the typical Aries, where they say that they're loud and boisterous and annoying and assholes. I'm the opposite. I'm very quiet, keep to myself. I do have a lot of Aries traits, but they're more obscure ones. They're not the most common, so I'm not a typical Aries. My Chinese astrological sign is a dragon. I was born in 2000, so I'm a dragon, which is pretty cool. I want a dragon tattoo to resemble that. I've been playing drums since I was 12, so it's been about 8 years, and I can play a little bit of piano, but not a whole lot. I can also sing a little bit if I'm not nervous, like I kind of am now, but I would not sing in front of people. Drumming, though, I am really confident in, and I really love doing in front of people. My favorite piece of jewelry I own is my ring that I got in Hawaii. My first and currently only time going to Hawaii in June 2018 after I graduated high school. It's also 2 months after I started dating my boyfriend, and it has our initials, our first initials on it with a heart. It has a pineapple on the back. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but because it was in Hawaii, it was at the Dole fruit plantation, so they did a little pineapple. The first concert I ever went to was 21 Pilots in February 2017. I went with my sister and 2 of my friends and my mom. And the most recent concert I went to was Aftershock in October 2019, which was a collection of like 55 bands playing on different stages, kind of like Warped Tour, which I also went to Warped Tour in 2019, but that was before Aftershock, so last Warped Tour ever. Coffee. I can't stand tea. I don't know why. I just don't like tea. I also don't really like coffee that much aside from iced mochas. I only count 2, but technically, if I'm counting every single one that I've technically been in, it would be about 6. But I don't count 4 of them because the first one dated me on a bet with my worst enemy in middle school. The second one I had no feelings for at all. The third one I do count. It was about 6 months, and it was what I call like puppy love. It wasn't real love because we were in middle school, but it was love for what we knew at the time. The last 3 weren't until the end of high school. The first 3 were all in middle school, and the last 3 were in high school, so on my senior year, actually, all in my senior year. The fourth one was about 2 weeks. I don't really count it, and it was long distance. The second one was about a week, and he disappeared off the face of the earth, so don't really count that. And my 6th one is my current one, and it'll actually be 2 years this month, so that makes me happy. I technically say that I can speak about 6 languages, or maybe 7, including English, but none of them are fluent except English. I know Spanish the most of all the rest, but I don't really know much in the other ones anymore because I learned them all in high school and I kind of forgot them all, but I still sometimes count them. I learned Spanish, German, Russian, Dutch, Swedish, and Romanian. And then obviously I know English. English is my native language. I have a lot. I remember Hawaii was really fun. I went to Oahu and Kauai with my mom and my sister, and all the concerts I went to I count as vacations because some of them were pretty lengthy trips because my town is in the middle of nowhere in California and there's not really anything close. But I do have a lot of vacation memories. Those are the most memorable ones, or the ones in the past 2 years or so. I've been to a lot. So since I was born in Southern California, I went to Disneyland a lot. I don't really remember a lot of it because I was a baby. Don't really know why you take a baby to a theme park if they're not going to remember it, but I mean, you know, you do you. So I've been to Disneyland a lot. I've been to Universal Studios. I've been to Knott's Berry Farm. I've been to Legoland, SeaWorld in California. All these are in California, by the way. I've been to Six Flags. Yeah, I've been to a lot. All in California, though. I had 2 childhood best friends, mostly, in kindergarten and 1st grade. I met them in kindergarten, and one was my neighbor. My friends they were named Amber and John, and I knew them in kindergarten and 1st grade, and then I moved, and then I went back to that same school in the end of 5th grade, and we were friends again, so. I'm literally wearing all black right now. Black shirt, black hair, black eyeliner, black jeans, which you can't see, but, black. Definitely a night person. I usually stay up most of the night because my boyfriend's work schedule. He used to work night shifts a lot, but now he works swing shift, so it's kind of later afternoon. He doesn't get home until like midnight sometimes, so we stay up like half the night and sleep half the day. So definitely introvert. I don't really like people unless I'm really good friends with them or if they're my really close family. Pretty shy, if you can't tell by my wavering voice in this video. No, I didn't. Both my favorite and best subjects were English and rock band. We actually had a rock band, not just like orchestra band. We had a rock band, so that's where I applied my drumming skills to. But also English. I'm a writer naturally, and I've always been pretty good at English. I have a really long bucket list, but finishing writing a book, at least one. Filming a full movie, at least like a short film that's pretty decent, and at least marrying my boyfriend potentially. That is maybe not necessarily a bucket list thing, just something I kind of really hope for in my life, so we'll see. Well, writing, drawing a lot. If you can't see the drawings on my wall over there, I have a whole wall full of drawings that are both mine and my boyfriend's. I paint sometimes. I'm trying to get more into painting because it's fun, but I don't really have much inspiration for it. That's really it, is kind of writing and drawing is my go-to things for hobbies. Right-handed. Kind of depends. There's a difference between love at first sight and lust at first sight, and most people confuse love at first sight with lust or attraction at first sight, and that's not love. It can become love, but it's not really love. So I'm gonna say I'm neutral on that. My relationship, that's really the main thing, is my relationship. That's the only thing that's ever really made me happy in my life. So my shoe size is, I think, a 7 in men's. I only wear men's shoes because women's shoes usually only come in like neon pink and yellow and colors I don't really like wearing. So plus the style of shoes I wear are usually men's styles. So I have a black pair of Adidas that I wear, and also black classic Doc Marten combat boots that I occasionally wear. I don't really wear them much, but on occasions I will. Like, I wore them to prom with a dress. I wore them to school dances and stuff, but stuff like that. So I don't really wear them much anymore, but I really got inspired to try YouTube in about 2017, and I just haven't gotten to it until now, especially during quarantine with the pandemic and everything right now. So I just decided that quarantine was the best time to start, since I have tons of time. So last year was a train wreck for me. It was an absolute shitstorm. Won't go into the details, but it changed me a lot. I don't trust almost anyone anymore, especially things people say. I trust actions more than words. Mostly my trust. My trust definitely changed. Honestly, I just want to find true happiness. I've had depression since I was about 7 years old. I also have 14 other mental illnesses besides depression. And I just want happiness. Like, I just want to know what true happiness is. And for me, currently, that is my boyfriend, who will hopefully be my lifelong partner. I'll try to post at least once every 2 weeks, maybe. Might be once a month. It depends on how busy I am and what I'm doing and when I can find time to make a video. I can't promise a set schedule yet, but I'll try to find time to make videos. Mostly stuff like this, not necessarily questionnaires, but just vlogs, maybe things about my pets, maybe gaming videos, stuff I mentioned before. Definitely different lengths. I mean, a lot of them will be around 10 minutes probably, but some might be shorter, some might be way longer. Not entirely sure yet, but definitely different times. I definitely edit all my videos myself. I'm a filmmaker, so I have editing software. I know how to edit videos and movies and stuff like that. So that's the last of the questions. If anyone has any more questions for me, feel free to comment or, you know, ask me on my social media. I have them linked in my my bio and stuff. So hopefully this isn't too long, and hopefully people stuck around and watched the whole thing. Sorry if it's not that interesting, but I'll try to post more videos soon. So thank you. Bye.